our case stabilizers for the Dillon 1050 presses. As you can see, there's a little bit more to this than what we showed you in our teaser video. We couldn't give it all away. As you see, we have a bracket and our case stabilizer system that slides in and out. So first you have to install this bracket. So this bracket is going to come to the side of the press. You have this pin in the bottom with a threaded bolt that is going to slide back and forth, and this is pointed because it's going to engage the locator pin hole that is on the bottom side of the press. On the back side you can see where it's slotted, where it receives the actual stabilizer. We came up with this so that we can make it universal. There's no case limitations. We are not using this portion to hook to the inside and intruding on that real estate around the shell plate. And there's a groove that slides right into that. And we would like to show you how this is installed and is set up. For install purposes, we have removed the tool head. Go ahead and take your bracket and back off that screw. As you can see, it's pointed, and that point is going to engage this locator pin hole on the bottom side of the press. And that's going to help center and align and give it a grab and pinch point. So we find it easier to go ahead and engage the screw into the hole, allowing the bracket to float and maintaining tension upward. Use your other hand and twist. And then you'll feel a little bit of tension. Before you tighten it all the way, once you get to this point, take your kit, drop it in, and you want to make sure that you're center of this gap. And you'll be able to visualize this. And we do recommend doing this between a caliber change, removing your tool head. It makes it a lot easier, but it is possible to install. Might just take a little bit longer with your tool head and everything assembled. So once you know you have that aligned, go ahead and take your 5/32 Allen and tighten it up on the bottom. There we go. You shouldn't need more than 15 inch-pounds. And then once the bracket's installed, you do not need to even remove it at all. Okay, now that you have your bracket installed, it's solid, not going to go anywhere. Let's take our casing, slide it in, drop our stabilizer in. As you can see how easy that was. Pulling in and out. Now we need to get rid of this slot. So go ahead and support with one finger, and you want to back off this nut on the back side with your 3/8 wrench or socket. Okay, I got a gap back here between the housing of our stabilizer and the nut. That means that it is spring loaded and it has pushed the casing into the shell plate to engage it. And as you can see, it barely moves. And that's all you need. As these casings come around, it's almost as if you wanted a finger back here just to kind of touch it and have it hold still. And that's what these do. And then once you have it to that point, go ahead and tighten it back down just to where the nut touches the housing. So you want the nut to touch the housing, and that way you know when this casing's not in here, it's not going to go in further than it needs to. And at that point, you have eliminated all the gap between this point and the inside of the shell plate. And you're done. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and install this other one in station 6. They actually engage. And there you have it. And to show that you are clearing with a die as if the tool bed was coming down, I'm going to scoot this die all the way out to that point. As you can see, there's a gap back here of where your casing would be if it was centered. So these will not come down and engage onto our bracket or your stabilizer.